was that was holding her back from getting a bit more kills, she'll definitely go far. I'm gonna cast the next match too. But yeah, a great turn in the tide there. We really thought that they'd lost it. And that really tells you what Battlefield is all about. You know, Battlefield is an unpredictable game. You could be losing, and all of a sudden, some clever, well-placed objective, great gameplay, and in Conquest, you know we have all the tanks as well, and they really turn up the game abilities. You've got hierarchy and killer, a lot like other FPS games, you know, where why we really love this genre. You see, things just turn around a bit more. She got ranked up there too. All right, next up, we're in for another domination over here. Siege of Cairo, Scarab House, Relentless. It doesn't seem to be backing down to any of the losses. Players are just loading in. Yeah, we know that some players have been experiencing connection issues with the beta as well as early access issues. Okay, it looks like she's learned her lesson and has gone for assault. But will she deliver? Alright. It's always alright to warm up and straight to it. Different map, different rules. Let's go. We've got a little bit more tight urban warfare gameplay in a wide map, but it has narrow alleyways and stuff. This is a proper map that would work really well with either close quarters combat in corners or an assault rifle. Snipers, yes, but maybe not as much if you're camped out inside the open. So they may need to utilize the vehicles too. As we know, there are different weapon setups and classes, as with FPS games, you know, that really work well with certain maps too. She has witnessed this map as well in fellow player Dom Wilson's gameplay and has seen how there's a lot of flanking going on, how assault rifles typically do really well, but you always have the secondary. Okay, good, she's in a Hillwood there, and what a great start. 2 kills picked up there, but CO.Z out there. Not a bad start though, as opposed to the other game there. The question is, will she be able to deliver the same impact too? It's not really kills or objective or the either. And a great start there, 19 AB. So starting off with the lead is always a good sign, but don't get complacent. Enemy has C. Okay. Moving down here now through B, she's getting flanked and hit, as I literally just said. We know this map. And a great shot there! There we go, that's a hat-trick. Third shot there. Good job. She's moving around, ducking, strafing a little bit more. She knows she's got to be flexible. Yes! Whipping out with that launcher. I see this is the tactic she's learning over here. You can use the launcher at close range too to get some extra kills. And another fantastic kill there. Still regrouping with the team. Defending A. Moving back and forth, got that shotgun out but didn't quite use it. Another grenade launcher. Some great assists there. This is the kind of gameplay that we want to see when the action is cooking up. This is Battlefield 6. Still shooting at nothing there. I feel like she's literally getting excited now. And another headshot there. This setup that she's got is really good. She's been working on leveling up the assault rifle a bit, so she's now got 2 sights. I think she's trying to get used to it. You know, the way how she keeps switching between her normal holographic sight and then the close-up sight there too. You got a chunky assault rifle and you're playing it carefully, checking your corners. What is there not to love? And in gaining those kills, even if she's not always necessarily on the objective, if she is delivering and at a good rate, she can also provide support. Great capture of C there. It seems like she's doing both. And great job from the team there. We're seeing some proper team play here. You know, they're assisting, they're working together, sticking close to each other. That always really works in this game too. You don't always have to go solo off. As I was saying, it's not always about sustaining the kills. Okay, she's switched to it looks like a sniper rifle. She's checking out this rifle. Ooh! A little bit of bad aim there, but a good, well-placed incendiary nade. Enemy flash. Oh, not quite landing that headshot. I think you need a little bit of sniping practice. Definitely not a sniper then, but it was a good effort. The enemy's at 52, 69, relatively close. Looks like they've taken the advantage in her absence, and the teams too. They need to regroup. As I said, the teammates can flank. A good flash assist there. She's checking. She's definitely checking those corners, switching to the secondary. She just might not be fast enough. It takes practice as well, to be fair. Ooh, what was happening there? No penetration at all. Trying to take cover, but a great headshot. Down with it. That was a kamikaze kill right there. Unloaded back in. It's not long yet. It's a close score. Yet. Okay. She's really utilizing the incendiary grenades, using it as a way to clear up any enemies around the corner. Ooh, difficult position. She got her stuck in there, herself in there. Enemies really putting on the pressure now. Off to a great start, but as I said earlier, unpredicted too. Another fantastic kill there, but with that, teammates stay near, and so she's dead. Again, the medics don't seem to be doing their job. This is something that I've seemed to notice when I'm playing this game as well, is that a lot of the times, medics do not come and rescue their allies at all. Yet in the last game, we saw her literally killing herself to revive them. Really makes you wonder. And it's all good to be fast-paced and sustain up some more kills, as we see she's moved straight from medic, and she didn't really, like, she felt like she felt a bit short on that, so she switched up tactics, but it seems to be working if she's going positive. And speak of the devil, a medic brings her back up. It's almost as if they heard her call. That's fantastic stuff. Capture on B. 199, again very close. Getting shot through. And the good thing about the assault class is you can get quick heals as well. We can see that this has got a lot of Black Ops vibes. If you've ever played Call of Duty, she knows the similarities. You know, she used to play Black Ops 4. And you know, although she's never been great at any of them, you know, she can definitely get into the rhythm when she's in the zone, and I feel like that's what she's done right now. Muzzle flash. These pesky snipers around the map are always waiting. Great tactics coming up from the enemy there. Literally blocking the lanes and the avenues, because they know Miss C.O.Z is relentless, and so is her team. And when you get a good team, but you're also picking up kills and contributing, that's when it really gets cooking. Another grenade launcher there, but it didn't quite hit the shot. Still, valiant effort. Enemy suppression, shot right through the bust. Again, another great kill, but she's not being able to maintain that streak. It seems to be like she's getting and sustaining a few kills, but then she's being taken out. And to be fair, that is Battlefield. You know, it's a trade-off. We're seeing a lot of trades here right now, but then that's why the score is pretty close as well. It's not an easy game, not unlike the last one, but it's definitely a well-balanced game. You can see that she doesn't always rush towards the spots. She keeps rotating around back, and I think that's the key with Domination as well. Again, look, an attempted defend on C. Didn't quite finish it, but you have a medic there. You literally guessed her mantra, and I suppose that is it. That is it with these games. If the team, and these are randoms, but if the team know and feel the player's synergy, that's when harmony really is achieved. Tried the crouch there, but managed to get a very, very nice headshot. Looks like C.O.Z is not having it. Now this is what we're talking about. And good, they're on C. Looks like they're gaining the lead. Slowly but steadily, that discrepancy is growing larger. 157 to 131. We were seeing a discrepancy of 10. Now we're seeing them hitting the 60s. They're going up by almost half. The blue team too. 161. Looks like the enemy are really getting tense here now. They know that once it hits the 200 marker, it's the end of the game. Trying to debate whether maybe to chuck that nade at C or not. Blew it up in her face. Ah, good times. Now that shotgun didn't do how much. We don't really see her play with the shotgun much. Good shot there. Straight back on the spawn, and another one. We're sticking close to her teammates. This is beautiful. They can cover now. A nice re-heal there. Keeps the salt longer in the game. I don't doubt it's a lot of people's favourite class. And the squad savey, yeah! Always back up our teammates. This is phenomenal work! 177, 154. Even as the enemy keeps picking up, you know, we can see that they're chasing them now. It looks like that they're not going to let them get it. And this is the kind of gameplay that we're opting for. 183. 185. She keeps dying, but she's somehow still just about managing to stay positive. Or just about on the right pace. You know we haven't seen some great KDAs overall in the game, but look, another kill there. She's keeping it going. She's definitely supporting. We saw a lot of assists come out of her. We saw a lot of muzzle flashes, distracting the enemy. She's always back in the fight. Sitting on that objective there. Makes you wonder why Medic wouldn't have worked over here. 11 to 11. It's a full-on one. No losses sustained. Some kills picked up too. And a great victory overall. Time we're going to Iron Pass. yeah, it's a completely different map. You know, we saw the big, massive map that works really well with assault rifles, and more like long range. You could get away with an SMG as well. They can get a bit campy with the snipers, etc. But it was essentially a very large map, a city-based map. Over here, we're going into a much smaller map now. The points are definitely close to each other, so we're going to see a little bit of different gameplay. C.O.Z is up for another match over here. It's Domination in a very tight shanty village. Capture and hold objectives, and the game is beginning. Where she's right into it. As we can see, she done okay in the last game, but she didn't really pull positive. But she had more luck this time. Captured A. Moving in now. Great start, 1-1. So far, there's been no dramatic turns of the tide or sways right now. Over the roof. C captured by the enemy. A contending for B. And it looks like they've got the advantage here. Good start, B. Healing up there under a little bit of pressure. Getting behind the truck, trying to find it! Oh, but not quite! Taken out! Shielded there, very clever. It looked like a sneaky medic on the side, and you've got to be careful as well. You've always got an enemy hiding in one of their houses here and there, just on watch. We've seen a lot of that over here. You know, there's a lot of tactical gameplay here. Just still trying to find it. Couldn't find the range. There was a squad damage assist there. Not a good start then for what she wants to achieve. Smoke bombs out there. 20, 12. Enemy is picking up. B is currently being fought over. It's getting intense. The pressure is pumping. Adrenaline here. Due to the close quarters of the map, it seems like she's not being able to get a really good kills with the assault rifles, which is what I was saying earlier as well, being critical of what kind of guns you use, what works. You have to be very adaptive. Oh god, she's getting wrecked. Looking absolutely crazy. And a nice shot there! I suppose she's trying the incendiary grenades, but they don't seem to be working because there's less tighter corners and alleyways for them to rebound off. You know, you really want to have that ricochet effect sometimes. The enemy has the lead. They really need to pick up right here. Perhaps she should have switched to medic. No attempt to revive the teammate. She's just trying to survive. And I know it's important to revive teammates. Just in the last match, we were talking about medics. But it is vital. It is essential. Is absolutely essential. B still being contested. We're gonna go for a little bit of a lower hype tone as well. She's still getting battered on 1-4. Not good at all. But it seems like she's still second on the leaderboard playing the objective. They are really under a mess over here. Will they be able to turn the tide? We've seen a victory, and it was a very close victory. We've seen tight games. We've seen a lot of trade plays. But what she needs is a great game. What she needs is one that sweeps, one that brings up, that feel good. They're using the high ground. They camped up around these houses. We saw that tactic earlier. It's what keeps getting C.O.Z. C. 40. 76. Sides have turned. A and B captured by the enemy. C. They're just about managing to defend it, but will they be able to contend for B at this rate, getting taken out? This is what I'm saying. Out of resources, another great kill there. A good payback. Perhaps revenge is simmering. Picking's boiling, and she's trying to play more with her team. We saw her going off with a lot of solos there. It's a mistake to do that, especially when the enemy is really pressuring you. Now the top of the leaderboard, but still losing. At least she's got something to gain. At least she's putting in something. It's better than nothing, being at the top of the leaderboard. Set on fire. This girl is on fire. We've seen that quite a lot. It's 56-93. They are more than halfway closing in terms of the differences between the two, but they've really got to pick up that speed. We're hitting 60 now, but the enemy are gaining their way towards 100, and it's not a good sign when you see 100. 100 is essentially almost halfway through the point. You know, Domination is a quick focused game, you know. Conquest takes them much longer. The score is relatively low, so you expect a lot more action. I mean, it is close quarters, right? That's what Domination is all about. You know, haven't got the tanks, you haven't got big scale warfare. It's not traditional Battlefield as per se, or what a lot of players know it for. But I think what it does is that it does create for a more fast-paced game. You know, things are more concluded. You can fit more games into one. I'm bringing you this casting. 71, 111. She's trying to vault over this wall over here. Okay, so she's gone down that other way. Her teammates are rushing around there, right? B is being contended. Good. Despite all, we can see she's sticking to the objective. She's not running off and going for the kills first. She's always sitting on the objective, and that is what counts. If you even die on the objective, you can still gain points too. Must be from all of that the lesson she's learning from Rainbow Six. Another great shot there, and a defensive kill too. Bringing it back now. Picking up the pace a little bit. They need to hit the hundreds. The enemy's at 129. How can this game be turned around? They need to keep applying the pressure, take them from all angles, and make sure that they don't abandon their points either. We've seen A constantly being juggled between enemy and not, so they've captured A and B. There's always this issue in Domination with point B constantly being swarmed, but sometimes people rush for point B and don't always check on A. So it looks like she's going back for B, but when we've seen where she really succeeds is when she gets the rotate and she's killed another enemy. Back on B, great defensive plays there. Picking up the pace a little bit now. But the enemy is gaining 141 to 90. That's not a good sign. We want to be seeing some hundreds here. Team needs to pick it up. The truck might be on fire, but they certainly need a matchstick under them. And get their pace moving. Come on, C.O.Z. Grenade launcher there. She's trying that tactic, but it didn't work as well as it did on the other map. With that being said, still managed it. Looks like they're surrounding B. It's a very dangerous area. You could camp yourself, you could place yourself, position yourself underneath the truck, and you have a significant advantage to pick out any enemies there. But it is easier said than done. You can be found straight away. You can see how it can be exploited by a lot of assault rifle users from a long range, or a sniper can just sit there if they hide between it. But it's much more crazier. There's definitely less winding alleyways, less entry points in general, and it's a squalid map, so that's why we've seen a lot of action in a relatively small amount of time. But she takes out another one. She's sitting on B now. It looks like the team are taking a hit. Oh no! But enemy down. She could do with a bit more reviving. She could be a bit more team focused, but it looks like her teammate got her covered. I think she's not backing down now. She knows she wants those kills. We've seen enough team play from her. She gets taken down, 136. Not doing too well, going negative. But she's definitely making an impact. This is Battlefield 6. 143, they're gaining now! What a turn of the game. Despite the fact she's getting battered on, we still see that she's relatively high on points, and it's the objective. She's sitting on the objective. Her teammates are getting more kills. We got more skilled players getting the kills there. But a player, even a new player, can still sit on the objective. They know what they're doing. Play to their strengths, and that is what she's trying to do. Captured again. 149 to 168. What a turn in the tide. We saw some really great plays on Bs there and great defensive kills. But holding the line is what it is all about. Looks like she's trying to mimic her enemy's tactics. Gets them from the house. Just a moment ago, we saw her getting taken out by the people inside the houses and around the sides too. Looks like she's giving them a taste of their own medicine. This is getting phenomenal. 159 to 176. We know the game's got to end soon, but can she close it? Another great kill there. But still, being taken down. The trade is going on there. Defeat is imminent. It looks like they're going to lose if they don't pick it up. But another kill. I don't think C.O.Z is giving it up. She really wants this. Gunning straight for C. Will she be able to turn this one around? Will it be a last minute? Or have the stakes already been determined? It is a cry of the fate. Fate's 189. This looks impossible, but 170. Looks like they're really kicking for A. She's holding C whilst they're going for it. She's not taking the risk. A bit more objective time. She knows she can't be the best when it comes to taking out all of the killers, or maybe she went with the wrong strategy over here. We'll never know. She thought that was a person too. Wow, okay, but it looks like she's really on the trigger now. And B. All right, she's recaptured B as well. Good move. Nice shot there, but she's taking cover behind the trucks. Playing a bit more carefully. A fantastic kill with the grenade launcher there. Getting in there with the big guns. And they've taken the lead. And another pressure there, and my voice is rasping. Another defensive kill. Now they're stacking, and it's a victory. She may be going negative, but she really, really helped their team bring it back there. Stay awesome.